cancer's expensive. We've cut down on so many things. We've downsized on so many things to be able to give Julia these options. The first thing that comes to mind, and probably the most profound thing I can say to anyone who has helped us, is take a look at Julia. She's strong. She's back in school full time. She's doing wonderfully. And although every case is different and every patient is different, this has worked for Julia, and she is doing phenomenally well. What I'm saying to everyone is, you have carried us through the most difficult thing either one of us, all three of us, have ever had to go through. You've carried us, and we could not have done this without you. We could not have done this without the help.
It is a big ordeal to go through the treatments, and but once you get used to that and it becomes sort of what's normal, even though there's nothing normal about that, it's just what we do, then I think Todd and I embraced from the very beginning to have our eyes really open to what's positive about this. What can we grasp on that will help us through and help Julia through? So even though you're going and you can be making your bag at home and be like, I can't believe I have to spend 5 days in the hospital and eat that horrible food or whatever, or whatever it is, I used to always say to Julia, guess what? We're gonna be there on Friday, and there's bingo on Friday. So it's just like all this, what happens in the hospital that makes it interesting to go there. And very quickly, Julia, of course, picked up on that, and she just had even a hard time understanding when other kids were having a hard time. Why don't you like going to the hospital? And the thing about bingo on Fridays became like a joke, and I started telling other parents, hey, there's bingo Friday, you gotta be positive about it. But the truth is that because of a kindness and goodness of people's hearts, we have been given so many amazing opportunities through this treatment. Of course, nobody would choose this path. But once you are presented with this path, it's our choice to take the best way we can and see the blessings in it that are absolutely countless, and way more impactful than the bad stuff.
That's a very good point. Our experience, as strange as it might sound, our experience so far has been a positive one. Aside from the obvious that Julia is doing well, but man, it really restores your faith in humanity, because the village comes together and everyone says, these guys need us. Yeah, we decided that these are the cards we've been dealt. We're diving in head first. We received a Christmas card from one of the hospital staff that said something along the lines of us being an inspiration and that we are an example of unconditional love. It was really touching to receive that message from someone else observing the way we've handled the situation. kind of makes us pretty proud.
It really is humbling to us when someone, a friend, family that we love, steps up and say, hey, it's my turn to help, I want to do something. It's just cool.